Well, welcome guys, Vinay and Isabella. Thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us. Tell us a little bit about the movie Dr. Cabbie that's coming out.
Yeah,
Vinay?
well, thank you for having us.
Yes,
it's lovely
thank
to
you.
be here in Vancouver. And the journey of Dr. Cabbie is very special to me because I'm acting, I've also written the film, and I'm also producing the film as well. You know, it's a story we've all heard about the professional immigrant struggle.
Yeah.
And for me, the birth of the idea actually came when I was taking a cab ride and I met a cabbie who was a doctor in India.
Wow.
And he told me his whole story about how when he came here, his medical degree wasn't recognized, he retrained, he requalified, years went by, he couldn't find a residency, and how he was driving a cab. And you know, how I could see how hurt he was, how discouraged he was.
Of course.
And you know, he said something which was so simple. He said, you know, I just came here to heal people, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
And I was very moved by that, you know. And we hear the story so much, but not only about doctors, but lawyers, engineers, scientists, professors, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So I felt it was a very important story to tell about the professional immigrant struggle. Yes, it's about people from India, but really it's about all cultures, all nationalities who have felt this struggle before.
Absolutely. No, we see it every day. So many educated, qualified people who are turning, resorting to like cab drivers.
Absolutely.
Now, we do understand that this idea touched your heart, and you've written the story, which is. So, do you feel a different kind of attachment to the movie?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, the movie is a very special journey for me. I've not so much because of the script and the story, which is very beautiful and it touched my heart, but the people that I got to make this movie with, that's what made it even more special. All of us, the cast,
of course,
you know, Isabelle, Kunal,
Yeah.
you know, everybody, but our guiding force, our producer, Mr. Salman Khan, you know, having him endorse the film, put his name on it,
It's
produce
huge.
it, he was so involved in this project. The fact that the film is aligned with his charity Being Human, which does such great work.
Absolutely.
So it gives us motivation every day on the way to work harder, that hopefully if the film is successful, it can help a lot of people through Being Human. So it's an honor, really.
That's
it's
beautiful.
an honor that that the film brings together Canada, India. You know, it bridges that connection and it tells a very human story. So it's been an incredible journey for all of us.
Absolutely. Isabella, for you, this one's your first one. So are you really excited or nervous or both?
A little bit of both. I was a lot more nervous last week because I hadn't seen the film yet.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's mainly just excited. We've received so much love in so many different cities so far. The feedback has been so great. Everyone's been so nice. That now it's mostly just turned into excitement.
Of course, and it's the big premiere is tonight, so I'm sure you guys are looking forward to it.
Yes.
So how was your experience individually working on this movie, especially you, Isabella, because this was your first one, and then it's such a important topic for Indians moving abroad, and I'm pretty sure all the Indians who move up to abroad would want to see this movie because they can somehow relate to it.
Yeah.
So how was your experience working on the movie?
I really liked the script and a little bit of what Vinay said earlier. It really touched me because I went to college in New York and you heard these stories every day in the cab. So the instant I read the script, I was like, I love the way he's treating the subject and the way he wants to, you know, talk about that social issue. And as far as shooting the film went, it was amazing. We had an amazing director, Jean-Francois, who kind of set this really great and kind of like family tone on set. My co-star Kunal Nair, Faraj from The Big Bang Theory. He was amazing, so much fun shooting. Obviously this guy was phenomenal. We had so much fun on set that it really didn't feel like work. It just felt like we were coming together every day.
It was like one big happy family.
Absolutely, and it makes such a big difference, right?
And we're all from such different parts of the world, you know. I mean, I'm born and raised in Toronto. Isabelle's like an international. Kunal, who's such a big star in America, who's from Delhi. Adrian's from Hollywood. You know, Lilette Dubé, who's such an amazing actress. You know, plays the mother of the film.
It's like a multi-talented people
everybody,
all across the globe.
And that's the thing, is everybody just came to have fun, tell a heartfelt story, to do something special. So, you know, we all had so much fun. And
it's totally different feeling when you actually feel for a topic and you make a movie about it.
It's
a different energy.
It's a different
altogether.
energy. It's a different energy, absolutely.
It is. You can tell the difference when it's like a passion project and people really believe in what they're doing, or when you're just showing up and doing work and then going home.
For Vinay, you've done a few movies before. How was this experience, would you say, different from the previous ones? Or how have you evolved as an actor?
For me, this film was challenging. It was because whereas in Breakaway I was playing, a Canadian-born, second generation Indo-Canadian, kind of cool, plays hockey, good with women, has friends, he goes out, he parties, that type of thing. So, and plus a lot of the story was inspired from my own life, different experiences that I've had, emotions that I have felt, trying that struggle between being Indian and Canadian, the values, my love for hockey, of course. So, or
which
issues
arises from your real life too.
Exactly, or issues that I've had, like girlfriends that I've had, or whatever it is. So I could relate to it. I could relate to the language. I could relate to the body language of the character.
It's more real life turned to real life.
This film was really challenging because I had to play a new immigrant. I had to play a fish out of water in my own country. And nothing, my character's name is Deepak. Nothing about Deepak is like me at all. The way he dresses, his...
You're playing a cabbie!
No, but he's actually like a doctor, right, in India. So, even when he comes here, the way he dresses, the blazers, the sweaters, his hair's always neat, he's always nicely shaven, he's always such a straight guy. Morally grounded, correct, noble guy. His father was a doctor. That's the only thing he knows.
Because he's so educated.
That's it. He only wants to do one thing in his life, and that's be a doctor. He wants to live up to his father's legacy, and just treat people and heal people. But what was really hard for me is that when we were shooting in Toronto, my director said, you're so used to everything. You're so used to the buildings and the organization and the people. You have to imagine that this is all new to you.
Exactly.
So my character's from Chandni Chowk, and when he comes to Chandni Chowk too...
I heard about that too. You had to go in the remote areas of Delhi.
We shot in Chandni Chowk. We were there for a few days actually in Chandni Chowk. So realizing that contrast, so that was tough for me.
Exactly.
So I really had to just kind of take a step back and
I think as an actor, you just have to do that, right?
Yeah.
So was any research involved besides...
I had to learn how to deliver a baby.
That was
So I had to watch a lot of videos, and we had a medical consultant on set. My uncle, actually, I want to give him a shout out, Dr. Vijindareen from Toronto. I have to say that it's family.
Definitely.
So he was there with me, showing me how to hold the stethoscope, how to take proper blood pressure. There's a big scene where I actually deliver a baby in the cab, and that's what starts his journey. And making sure that I knew what to say, how to calm the patient down, what are the complications in the delivery, what are the tools that I need in the cab. It's a very funny scene, and it's a very special scene.
And again, we come down to like the skill set of a doctor and coming to driving a cab. It's a total different skill set, actually, and it's a drastic character differentiation too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure people will look forward to seeing that. Is there a message for our Durban viewers out here that you want to say to them?
Absolutely. This movie, although it deals with, professional immigrants, but I hope that it speaks to people, and the larger message is that never let anybody take your dream away from you. If you want to do something in life, you should do it. If that's your dream, if that's your focus, like he wants to be a doctor. And he says, I can do it in my cab or I can do it in clinic, but I'm going to be a doctor.
I'm not going to leave it.
And I want to really give that message to our younger audience, and that's what I try to bring in my films. My first character wanted to play hockey. His father didn't want him to play hockey, but that's what he wanted to do. And he proved to his father that that's his dream and that's what he can be successful at. And I think that these types of films are important for our community.
Exactly.
We should encourage our youth to do whatever they want, as long as they educate themselves and they train and they work hard. I think that so that's my message to all our younger viewers, is to
I think
just
it's so
follow your
important
dream.
coming out from you too. It's definitely an important message because people should follow their dreams and passion. I totally believe in that
absolutely.
as well. Now, finally, before I let you guys go, do you guys have any upcoming projects after Dr. Cabbie that we should look forward to, or your fans should look forward to?
I have nothing that I can talk about right now, but he has a great one. Which
I'm very fascinated by the Kamagata story. It's a film that has been part of my life for many years. It's the first film I was actually going to act in several years ago. That was the film I was supposed to do as my first film. I think that the Kamagata story is so important to tell.
Definitely.
For Canadian history, for Indian history.
Definitely.
It's very important. We hear, especially the younger generations, they say, oh, it was injustice. You ask them why, they don't know. You know, it's so important for us to understand what the early immigrants went through, the racism that they faced, the isolation that they faced, and how that voyage of the Kampangata was so important for our history. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Absolutely.
So it's a passion project. It's a big film, so
we'll look forward to that one too.
Yeah,
well, thank you so much for your time, and on behalf of Darpan magazine, I would like to wish you all the best for Dr. Cabbie
Thank
and
you.
for all your future projects.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
We
much.
always get so much love here in Vancouver, so
Of
thank you
course.
so much. I hope you enjoy Dr. Cabbie. Have fun and just enjoy.
Thank you so much, you guys.